The charity Big Issue want to do everything they can to make the lives of their sellers easier. That's why all vendors can now get card readers, so the public can buy a magazine even if they don't have any cash on them.
I myself tried to sell the magazine for 20 minutes on Liam's pitch outside M&S in York, and it was the most heart-wrenching 20 minutes of my life. It was very, very difficult. I can hear him laughing in the background because he's doing that on a daily basis, and he works hard to do that. But for me to go in and try that, it was very difficult, and made me realise just how much respect I have for people going out and grafting in the way that they do. And I would advise people on the street that usually walk past a Big Issue seller, you don't necessarily have to buy one, but just start by saying, hi, how's your day, how is it going? So I'm privileged to work with people like Sin, who came up with this who were innovative and came up with this card reader scheme, and not only that, but also Liam, who's come up with a loyalty card scheme, that are really working hard to make them, give themselves a better life.
Life on the streets is tough, and without a place to call their own, many homeless people develop mental health problems. According to the organisation Homeless Link, 70% of people accessing services that help the homeless have issues with their mental health. Liam sells the Big Issue and has previously lived on the streets. He puts his situation down to depression.
I suffer a lot with mental health issues like depression, anxiety and stuff, and I think it's due to my drug history and all, although I'm not using anymore, I think the long-term effects are still sort of there, if you will, so I sort of use my pitch now to try and raise awareness about the homeless situation in and around York and in Leeds and stuff, and not only that, but the links with homelessness and mental health too, because my depression it cost me a few jobs in the past, whenever I went home and doing 0-hour contracts and stuff, it got to me badly, I used to lock myself away in a room, and literally I wouldn't talk to anyone, I wouldn't see anybody, and I was broken, mentally and physically broken, I didn't know how to deal with it, I didn't know how to bring myself out of it. Personally, I remember the first time I was on the streets, after about 6 months being homeless, I was getting turned away from everywhere, saying, no, you can't have this place, you can't live here, you can't do this because they just don't like the look of you, or because I haven't got a good background and stuff, so you're just hit with rejection after rejection after rejection, and a lot of people give up hope. So you're homeless and then you're hopeless as well, and a lot of people do. It's too much for a lot of people, and then there's people that just never ever get off the street, do you know what I mean? Because they've literally given up on society,
Homelessness across York has increased by 800%, according to a council audit. In 2010, there were 2 rough sleepers per night in the city. By 2016, there were 18 people sleeping on the streets. And becoming homeless could happen to anyone.
You're only 3 paychecks from being homeless, and it does happen, and it could be a family breakdown, you could lose your job, or just a number of ways you can end up on the street, and at the end of the day, a lot of people that do end up on the street, they end up taking the easy way out and hitting drugs or throwing the rope up, if you will, and it's devastating. Once that's happened, your life's pretty much over. It's a long way to come back up again.
With the number of people sleeping rough in England rising for the 6th year in a row, according to the latest official figures, it's a problem that isn't going away. Anna Riley, That's TV.